Welcome back to the range. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy the videos. Today I'm reviewing 3 small compact handguns. We've got one from Taurus, one from Canik and one from Ruger. These all retail in the $300 to $400 range. We've got the Taurus here is $280 to $300, around that figure. The Canik is the most expensive with just over $400, and then the Ruger just under $300 at retail. And so what I wanted to do is look at how they present themselves in the packaging, and then the different aspects of the guns, and which I would personally choose as a carry gun. So we'll start quickly with the Taurus. This is the GX4. It has the 10-shot magazine, and it's got quite a nice weight to it. It's quite a slim gun, and as a carry pistol, it's actually, I think it's quite nice. Got a nice grip. It's got the internal safety in the trigger. Yeah, quite a nice gun. Let's look at the packaging quickly. So there's a big difference on the packaging for these different guns. You can see, if we zoom in on these, you can see that the Taurus, it just literally comes on some diamond foam with one extra magazine and a pistol lock and a back strap. It has a little manual there under the foam. Super basic box, super basic packaging, nothing flash there at all. This, yeah, it's really not that impressive, to be honest. If we come to the Canik, now if you've seen our other videos on Canik, you'll know that I like these guns. It's a new range for us, and I must say they're very nice. It seems to be the heaviest of all of them. Maybe the Taurus is similar weight. Very nice bit of kit. Also with the internal safety in the trigger. Now what's interesting is the Canik comes with a lot of extras, and we've seen this in our other videos and the other guns we've reviewed. It comes with a holster, with the lock, an extra magazine with a speed loader. Underneath the brochure, which is here, is all your tools, 2 extra back straps, cleaning equipment, and so on. Yeah, it really comes with a lot more, and also comes nicely set into the foam, which means that it can't rattle around in the car and so on, and in transit. I must say, even though that's $100 more than these other 2, I'd say the packaging is by far and away the nicest layout, and yeah, I really like that. Let me jump over to the other side and look at the Ruger. This is the Ruger EC9S. Now, this has only got a 7-shot magazine. The Canik has a 12-shot. Taurus has 10, this has a 7-shot, but there's a reason for that. Look at the difference in the handles. Okay, this has got a single stack in it, and this is the offset stack, which we're familiar with from so many different weapons. So very, very slim 7-round magazine. If you just had this in your pistol, in your pocket rather than in a holster, then this would slide in and out nicely. Now, if we put all these guns next to each other, so this retails about $200, but if we look at the packaging, it comes in a cardboard box with the flimsiest piece of packaging you've ever seen, like you get chocolates in, the Ruger manual underneath. It also comes with a pistol lock as well. I must say, yeah, it's definitely, as far as packaging goes, Ruger giving you a serious budget packaging there. Okay, so Ruger on this score is the worst packaging by a mile. Let's look at the various aspects of the pistol. So if we get that, this is the Taurus. Now, it doesn't have any rails on to mount anything. Open sights only, not ready for optics. Okay, pretty straightforward pistol, striker fire pistol. Yeah, pretty basic really. Come to the Canik, and remember, I understand the Canik is $100 more than the others. With the difference in the sights is one of the first things I notice. So if we look at the sights, you can see that the sights on the Canik are far more defined than those of the Taurus. Much better definition on the sights. Okay, it's got a really nice weight to it. It feels very robust. It's mostly metal construction, or at least the top is metal, and it's just a more robust feel about the whole weapon. The grip's okay, nothing great, it's all right. Let's have a look. Easy magazine release. Okay, so let's have a look at our slide release. Oh, that's interesting. It It went very easy on the first time. There we go. Okay, needs a bit of work. It's a little bit, doesn't stick out much. It'll be an interesting comparison with our other guns. Yeah, nothing great. Let's have a look at the Ruger. Wow, I can't even move that with a Ruger. So you'd actually have to hold the slide, at least from new, before you can press the slide release down. Otherwise, I can't move it with at all. Yeah, don't like that at all. I like one that'll slide without a problem. It's doable. It's tight, but it's doable, and all of them are. But remember, they're also brand new guns. Maybe a little bit more definition of that would be quite nice. But the reason it doesn't have that, obviously, is because you put it in your holster, you don't want too much definition on the sides of the guns. This actually has a nice little rail here for a laser or a light. It's got a red internal safety in the trigger. I quite like that, rather than having a monotone one, which most guns have. Canik have made it in red, and I think that's really actually quite cool. As far as looks go, the Canik definitely wins the day, in my opinion, out of the three. Personally, I don't particularly like the look of the Ruger. I'm going to fire it in a minute and see how it is. It has a little bit of a extra thing here that you can to help the grip. We'll see how we go. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fire them straight out of the box and see how we get on with them. And the ammo we're using is the same 65 grain training ammo that we've been using on a lot of our guns. What's interesting is this: a lot of my clients are coming in the range with this ammo and saying it doesn't work, it doesn't cycle their gun, and so on and so on. I've fired thousands of rounds of this so far with multiple different guns. I've never had one single problem. So it'll be interesting to see if it cycles all of these guns without an issue. Now, what I think is happening with my clients is I think they're flexing their arms too much when they're shooting. And so what's happening is the action's not cycling properly because they're not holding the gun nice and firm. Doing this, the action's not cycling. Let's see if that ammo will cycle all these guns without a problem. Okay, so first I'm going to use the Taurus. This is, I've put 10 rounds in the mag. I'm going to save my target, fire to the top left target, see how we go. So, right, let's see how easy that. Okay, so very, very easy. It's cycled very easily. Okay, let's go. Okay, gun's empty. Right, I think that's pretty poor shooting actually with that gun. My first round was nearly in the bull, and then the rest, as you can see, quite a spread on those rounds below the actual target. I'm trying to shoot them quite quickly because in a pressure situation you would be shooting them quickly, so that's how we like to do it. I'm not using it as a target pistol, one round every 5 or 10 seconds. My clients do that, but to be honest, that's not really what handguns are made for. Okay, let's try the Canik this time. Again, this is a 12 round mag. I'm going to stick 10 in here and see how we go. Okay, maglow's easy enough. Put that in there. Yeah, cycles nicely. Right, we're going to go top right this time. Okay, I've got a stovepipe jam. Okay, so this is interesting. So for those who don't know, drop the magazine, very important. Cycle the gun. Okay, so that's the first jam we've had with this training ammunition. Very interesting. Okay, so we've dropped that one. We're going back in. We'll load the gun. We'll start again. And I've got another stovepipe jam. Okay, we've dropped that mag. Okay, magazine is empty, so that was actually the last of the rounds in the mag. So that's interesting. We had a stovepipe jam and, well, two. One actually was with an actual full round, so it sort of cycled through two. What I'm hoping with a Canik is once this frees up, then it would cycle them better and clean itself up. But let's look at the difference on the shooting. I mean, that is a massive difference on shooting. Much easier gun to shoot. The sights are much more defined, and I must say I really like the Canik. Okay, so now we're going to try the Ruger. Okay, now the Ruger only has a 7-round mag, so I'm going to fill that up. Okay, so this is the Ruger MC9, and so pop that in there. Let's see how this goes. Very stiff to start with. Again, it's a new gun, so maybe that'll free up a bit. Okay, we're going bottom left this time. Okay, so no problems with that cycling at all. So our Taurus and our Ruger cycle the ammunition no problem. On our Canik, we had 2 jams. Probably, I think, as the action frees itself up, that won't be a problem. Remember, this is that training ammunition. Having said that, the others fired it no problem at all. Okay, so let's go and have a quick look at our target and see how we did. Okay, as far as accuracy goes, our first gun was our Taurus, and this is, to me, quite hopeless. I'm really not impressed with that. A relatively experienced shooter should be able to get a better grouping than that, so that's not great at all. And we come across to our Canik, far, far better group. Very fast, very easy, and pretty much all on point. And then we come down to our Ruger, not terrible. Remember, it's 7 rounds, 2, 4, 6, 7. Maybe, I don't know if there's one there, maybe there's one. Not terrible, but not particularly good. For me personally, the Canik feels a much more robust gun. It's got a bit more weight to it. It feels nicer in the hand. If I was going to choose out of the 3, I'd definitely choose the Canik. And you can see why. I think that's a really nice gun. The case is nicer. But remember, it is $100 more than the other 2. So I hope you enjoyed our review and you'll come back again.